Okay, today let me discuss something about the banking awareness basics. So, whenever you're preparing for a bank exams or whenever you are looking for something which is basic about all the terms which are familiar in when it comes to banking, I will be discussing today in this video. I hope this video will help you out. So, let's get started. So the first term, very important abbreviation that you should know is NDTL. So now what is NDTL? NDTL is net of, what is net? It is a total, right, of demand and time liability. Now they will also say this as, uh, this time liability as term liability. So both are same. You can either say time uh, or you can either say term. So both are right. Okay. Now the bank is liable to pay back with the with to the depositors with interest to the depositors. I beg your pardon. Here you have to add interest. Okay. So the bank is liable. So what is liable? Liable means the bank is legally responsible to pay back to the depositors. So who are the depositors? Whenever we deposit in the bank as a personal account or a current account or in the form of fixed deposit or as a recurring deposit. So recurring deposits means you have to deposit monthly, okay, a fixed amount you have to deposit it in the in the interval of a month, that is monthly deposits. Now the bank should pay back to us whatever we deposit with the interest. Okay, suppose say for example it is 7% interest. If you are depositing 100 rupees, the bank should give back you 107 rupees. So that bank is legally responsible to pay back your deposits. So here there are two liabilities that are fallen upon the bank. So what are the liabilities? Demand and time. So what is demand? So whenever it comes to personal account or current account. So current account means the deposits of a organization. Say for example it may be an industry or educational organization, whatever it may be. So whenever it comes to personal account or current account as such, the bank should pay back to you whenever you demand. Suppose if you need money now, you should withdraw from bank through your ATM, or you go to the bank and you withdraw some amount from your bank. So whenever it comes to personal account and current account, whenever you are demanding money from the bank is responsible to pay back to you. So this is a demand liability of the bank. What is time liability or term liability? So time liability means whenever it comes to fixed deposit or recurring deposits, you cannot get back the money whenever you demand. So there will be a certain term above which you could able to retrieve or you could able to get the amount back. So this is in case of fixed or recurring deposits. So fixed deposit means you should forget about your money until the term for which you have fixed should complete. Okay, so until that you cannot expect the bank to give back your money whenever you demand. So this is the time liability of the bank. Now what are the assets of the bank? Now, what are the assets of the bank? Say, for example, if you are depositing money in a bank, you are depositing 100 rupees, the bank should pay back to you 107 rupees. So, if you are depositing 100 rupees, the bank should pay back to you 107 rupees. So, the remaining 7 rupees, how the bank will earn? So, through the assets of the bank. So, what are the assets? See, the government securities, it is a sort of a license, okay. Government securities is a source of legal license of the bank maybe, and the interest earning loans. So this is very very important. Okay, the interest earning loans play a major role as an asset of a bank. How? If you are giving loan to person, say for example, if you are giving 1000 rupees loan, if you are imposing 14% interest, you will get from that person 1014 rupees back to you. So this is how the bank is eligible to pay back the depositors with interest. So the assets of the bank or the interest earning loans or the government securities that gives the commercial banks money to pay back to the depositors with interest. So these are the assets of the bank. So also they will use the term NPA, which is non-performing assets. Say for example, if you are investing or if you are lending loan to a fraudulent person who swindles your money and he gone somewhere else, okay, he was absconding with the money, so what will you do? It is impossible to get back the money from them, so it is also a asset, but the asset is non-performing because they won't pay back you the amount which you have lent. Now, what is cash reserve ratio? Okay. What is cash reserve ratio? See, it is a cash or something or a amount of cash that the Bank of India, the commercial banks will deposit in the Reserve Bank of India. So, Reserve Bank of India is the head of all banks in India. So, the Reserve Bank of India, when in case of bankruptcy or bank run, so now I said no. When a person swindle money and absconding, and he has gone to some other places like abroad, then the bank is also liable to pay to the depositors whenever they demand, and the time liability is there. No. So in this case, the cash reserve ratio, say for example 6%. If a bank is making a total of 100 crores, it should pay 6% of 100 crores. So remaining 94 crore only will be with the bank. So the 6% is deposited to the RBI. So this deposit is equivalent of holding a cash with themselves, right? Because if they hold the cash with themselves, also they will make profit out of it. But if you deposit in the Reserve Bank of India, they won't give you interest, but this money will be safe in case of bank run or bankruptcy. The money will be given back to the concerned banks. Now, what is repo rate? So, it is a repurchase rate option. Okay, so the repo rate is a rate at which the bank borrow money from RBI. So, the banks, the commercial banks in India borrow money from the Reserve Bank of India whenever there is shortage of money. So, whenever a bank is about to give a short term loaning to some people, to some uh, trustworthy people, the people who will pay back the loan for sure. So in that case, when a bank has to give them loan, say for example the bank is making 100 crore as a total money, but if a bank has to give a short term loan to a very popular businessman in the country, then in this case 110 crore the bank has to give as a loan. So the 10 crores, the shortage the bank has, the bank can borrow from Reserve Bank of India and give them the loan. So for this repo rate, the government securities of the bank. So this is a legal license. It will be given to the bank. As such, the money or the liquidity in the bank, the liquidity level in the bank is. So in that case, the government securities will be given to the RBI. So instead of the government security, the RBI will give them the amount. So the repo rate is a rate at which, so the interest at which the banks borrow money from RBI. So there is 4% interest. So the 4% interest will be deducted from the banks by deducing the government securities of the bank. So this is how the repo rate works. What is reverse repo rate? It is just opposite to that of repo rate. It is a case in which RBI borrows money from the commercial bank. Always reverse repo rate is lower than the repo rate, because when the reverse repo rate is high, when the RBI borrows money from the bank, the RBI has to give a lot of interest to the banks. So the bank won't lend money to people, which in turn result in a loss of GDP. Okay, so GDP is very important. So the repo rate and reverse repo rate are the terms which are used whenever the repo and reverse repo comes in frame. Okay, so the reverse repo rate, because if the RBI is a very trustworthy bank, right? Because RBI is the head of all banks and it should be trustworthy. So if RBI keeps the rate at which it borrows money from other banks, then what will happen? The other banks will lend only to RBI, not to the people, the loans. Okay. Hence, it would cause a deficit GDP growth. Therefore, the reverse repo rate will be very lower than that of the repo rate. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. If you do, then please like and subscribe to this channel for more such useful videos. Thank you.